We are ready to roll from the Kohl Center. Ball is tossed in the air. The tip is won by the Spartans, and here we go from Madison, Wisconsin. Allen into a cutting Powers, makes the catch, pumps once, goes up, plays it into the foul. Here comes Torrey, hand off to Powers, transition three, got it. Aerial Powers on fire so far right now. Powers on the near side with a dribble, comes off the screen, triggers a jumper and knocks it down from right of the lane. Here comes MSU running. AG, jump pass into Hines, makes the catch and lays it home. That is beautiful transition offense by MSU. The Spartans lead 41-26. Dribbles to the left wing, flips to Powers on the near side. 4 to shoot. Powers, step back 2, got it. Aerial Powers unconscious in the first half, 21. Gives it ahead to Jan Koska, down to the cutting Hines, goes up, plays it into the foul. Terrific work by MSU in transition. Powers drives, pulls up in the lane, now leans in, scoops it up, no, got her own board, put back is in. That was tough work from Aerial Powers. She went through a ton of contact. Gives to Powers on the near block, floats it up, no, put back, yes. Back to Hines who reposts, spins right shoulder, scoops it up, and in. MSU wins 77-54 against Wisconsin. They sweep the season series against the Badgers, and they complete January with a 7-1 record.
Our game against Maryland was rescheduled due to Winter Storm Jonas. We were highly anticipating the chance to go out there and play. It was postponed twice. And so in an attempt to try to find a place to put the game, everyone was kind of scrambling and really trying to fit it in.
There was back and forth. There was a lot of different opportunities that we were looking at to play. Everything from originally maybe even having Maryland come play at our place versus a home game, have them come to our place, to playing that game on Monday, to even potentially playing after the Big Ten tournament in that week that we have in between, to try to see if we could, manage it that way, because there was really no way to make it work.
So the only time we really had was last week. So in that week we had Wisconsin, and then Michigan, and then Maryland, and then Iowa. So in maybe the shortest period of time ever, we had 4 games.
Sunday to Sunday playing 4 games, and at the end of the week it was 3 games in 5 days, and having to play your rival at home on Wednesday, the next day take off, have a 1-day prep for the 5th-ranked team in the country on the road, and then turn around and fly from Maryland, get into Iowa basically at 3 o'clock in the morning, our time, and turn around and play the next day.
It took 2 trips, combined them into one, covered the same amount of days, so 4 days, yet an additional flight was thrown in where we would normally typically never go from school to school. We would come back home, but instead it was very wise and just more efficient in terms of time to leave one location, fly directly to the next, sleep in, give the team a chance to kind of recover on their own, and then get back to business.
I think when they looked at it, this was the least amount of time for us to miss class. So that was, talked about in terms of a lot of our kids don't have Friday classes. So leaving Thursday after practice, they wouldn't miss class. For our players, that part was good. The tough part really was the fatigue in playing the games, to be honest.
It involved additional teams kind of joining in to assist us. And so we had to agree to have Michigan, the rival, move our game 1 day up. It just meant everyone kind of had to sacrifice. Maryland had to do the same, but for us, it impacted us tremendously. And so we dubbed it Warrior Week. We were willing to attack it head on, but a winter storm that we had no control over, we didn't realize how far-reaching it would actually be.
All time! All time! All time!
The Spartans and the Wolverines in the lone meeting between these two squads in the regular season. The entire lower bowl filled up tonight at the Breslin Center. Great atmosphere as to be expected. The tip is bobbled around and won by AG in transition to the cup, and she lays it in. Is that a quick enough start for you? Toss to Powers on the near wing. Trying to get it into Agee in the corner. Jazz powers his double team, does find Agee, tries a three, and drops it in. Brandy Agee with the first 5 points for MSU. The Spartans lead 5-2 with 8.5 to go in the first. And now slows the wing, gives to Jankoska, NBA three, bam! How about the range from Jankoska?
That's the Koska corner right there.
Long rebound, and Taylor hustles for it. Jankoska three, book it! Jankoska knocks down her first 2 long-range shots of the night, and a timeout called by Michigan, and that brings the Breslin Center crowd to their feet. Here come the Wolverines. Kristovsky ahead to Flaherty, takes a long 2 and knocks it down. Thompson into the front court, into the lane, going up, missed the shot, and Jankoska with a rebound. Now the other way, Jankoska behind the back dribble, into the lane, up with the left hand, and lays it in off the window. Oh, what a take and transition by Tori Jankoska. 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Wolverines with the basketball to our left. Thompson has it stolen away by Powers. In transition, working against Thompson, and she lays it in on the far side. What a first 20 minutes for MSU. They lead by 20 at the break. Pushed ahead to Taylor on the near block. Back up top to Powers. Steps into a three. Got it! Push over to Flaherty on the left wing. Into the far corner. Kozowski with a three. And that's in. Into Hines on the far block. Working on thumb. Spins right shoulder. Puts it up off the window and in. Oh, Jasmine Hines showing off the strength against the freshman. And the Spartans pick up the basketball. Here's Green. Up to the top of the key. Now drives in to the cup and lays it in with the right hand. Nice take by Green. Spartans blow out the Wolverines 85-64. They never trailed by less than 20.
Anytime you encounter a situation that's a bit out of your control, you have the chance to decide how you feel about it. And so for us, yes, it was a great opportunity to view it in terms of an NCAA setup. When you play NCAA games, you're going to have that one day in between to play someone else. You stay in the same spot, but you still have to have very narrowed focus, very sharp attention to whatever's going on, and have your body be ready.
We're not gonna get this. They're in the paint, right? We need to get this part.
Experience-wise, it lets us know what we need to be ready for, and I think that was a good thing, having that experience in that week.
You know, you have like a day in between. That's all you get. So, you know, for us to be able to get through that, to do what we did, and to do it on the road. That's the other thing, is be able to go on the road and get wins. I mean, in the NCAA tournament, you're going to be on the road. We aren't hosting, so for us to be able to accomplish those things, to do it away from home in a hostile environment, I think really sets us up for postseason.
I think a lot of the girls some of the girls are pretty frustrated with how they played and stuff, but overall I think it was just a really good learning experience, and how we fought back just really shows what we're capable of. So I think some of the girls for sure were a little frustrated how they played, but overall it was definitely a good learning experience. I think everyone really realized what we're capable of. We had a nice fight coming back into it in the second half, and we were on the road. I mean, without that slow start, we were right there the whole game.
Pulls up in the lane, swatted by Powers, and picked up by Agee. She's running in transition, gets into the lane, going up to the rack with the left hand and lays it in.
Going into that Maryland game, I was a little concerned about her energy because I saw it in shoot around. I kind of saw it in practice. So I was a little bit nervous about it. But then to watch them just be able to let that go and know that we have to focus on the next one, that we can't let one loss turn into two, I think under the circumstances really was done by our leaders. You know, those 5 kids, those 5 starters, I think really set the tone.
When lose, you have to let go of the last game and think about the next one. So that was our big thing going into Iowa. You know, we came in there mentally focused, and physically we were wore out, but we didn't let that stop us.
An interesting stat that week, we called it Warrior Week, and at the end of those 4 games, our team had taken 15 charges in that week. So the fact they're willing to physically put their bodies on the line and mentally be there for each other in the right position, I think says a lot about this character of this group. And I think it should propel us and make us even better down the line.
it's the 17th-ranked Michigan State Spartans taking on the University of Iowa Hawkeyes. The ball is tossed in the air, and the tip is won by the Spartans. Here we go from Iowa City. Spartans trying to wrap up their Warrior Week 3-1. Into the middle of the lane, Hines, one dribble, up to the rack with the right hand, lays it into the foul. One-handed pass to Powers on the near wing. She sets up the play with the ball on her head. Now puts it on the deck, shuffles to the free throw line, puts it up and knocks it down. Skip out to Jennings, wide open three. Yep. MSU up by 2 with the ball. Green into AG, triggers the right wing three, got it. Davis rushes into the front court, gets in the lane, working on AG, and it's swatted away by Brandy AG. Big block by Brandy. And back out to Davis to reset. She drives on Miller, puts it out to Disterhoff. Her three, that's good. So Michigan State down 32-29. Powers drives, pumps once, now takes a 12-footer, and it falls through. Green on the near wing, tossed down, and Powers makes the catch and banks it in off the window. 7 to shoot. She drives on Hines, gets inside, goes up, and a charge taken. Disterhoff to the top. She drives, gets inside, and has to flip it out to Buttonham. Catch and shoot 3, and it's in. Spartans with the basketball, now down by 4, their largest deficit today. Crowd getting loud in Iowa City. AG on the left wing. Gives it to Allen on the left elbow. Back to AG. Wide open 3. Got it. And Randy AG quiets the crowd. To the near side, AG. Inside to Hines. Catch up off the window and in. And the Spartans lead by 3. Davis in transition. Stops right of the lane. Good D by AG. Has to toss it out to Jennings. Topside 3. Got it. It's a 2-point game. Spartans in front. 2:20 to go. Steps back for a 3, got blocked by Disterhoff. Hines grabs it, puts it up off the window, no good. Powers the board, back up and in. Iowa needs a 3 to tie with 23 seconds to go. Working on Jan Costa. She drives, her pass tip, knocked away by Powers. She's got it into the front court, dribbling away from some pressure, clock winding down, and she's finally fouled with 15 seconds to go. Disterhoff into the front court, had it knocked away from behind by Jan Costa. 1 second to go, ball game over, and the Spartans win. What a resilient win for MSU, 74-69 against the Hawkeyes on the road.
Way to gut it out, and that whole thing was nonsense, and you guys just dug as deep as you could dig, and just let's get out of here. Get in the shower, get out of here. Goodbye.